We introduced you to Marley Lamont earlier in our project series. Let's go ahead and hear from her now about what she's hoping to do.
Honestly, I try not to let it disrupt how I live my life. And sometimes I do things just to spite the people that say, oh, you won't be able to do this. Your lungs don't work good enough.
And across the board, that resiliency is something that you see in these children. Despite any challenges that they go through, they stay strong. And like Marley said, she said it best, she doesn't let it affect her. And joining me now is Marley Lamont and her mom, Ginger. So you all, thank you so much for coming to see us today.
Hey, thank you for
I'm
having
glad
us.
for being here. I'm just excited to get to talk again.
And let's talk about how you got connected with Make-A-Wish.
They talked about it at one of my doctor's appointments. And it had been a couple years ago, and we were waiting for me to get better before we did anything. But with COVID happening, so we decided to just go ahead and try and get in the process.
And for people who may have missed Marley's story, you do have cystic fibrosis. Let's talk about what that is, because I know some people may not be familiar with the impact that it has on a life.
Yes. Cystic fibrosis is a genetic disease that she was born with. Her father and I were both carriers, and she got those genes, and it affects mainly the hollow organs in the body, and the salt chloride's not processed correctly. She takes several medicines throughout the day and does breathing treatments and therapy. And she's doing very good, has been very healthy, thankfully.
And part of this is it affects the hollow organs, like you said.
Yes.
The lungs are hollow organs, but your attitude completely defies an expectation for what someone with cystic fibrosis would do. You're in the band.
Yes.
What do you play in the band?
I play the alto saxophone.
Alto saxophone.
Yes.
So you are using your lungs to their full capacity.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
So Mom, what did you think when she came to you and she said, okay, so this is what I want to do, and this is the instrument I want to play?
Yes, we were definitely not sure if she would be able to do it. We just did not know if she would have the lung capacity. Her lung function was lower at the time, but it has gone up since she has started band.
Definitely.
And it is great therapy for her. It gets her outside active, doing marching season, and it's just a lot of breathing exercises for her. It's definitely built up her lung capacity.
And speaking of a built-up lung capacity, you're going to need it because your wish is to go to Alaska to do what?
Like hiking and seeing the nature and dog sleds.
Dog
Yes,
sleds. And one thing in particular that you actually discovered through a hobby that you two share, that you do during your breathing treatments, they play video games together.
Oh yeah.
So what did you see during that video game that sort of inspired this whole wish?
The aurora, or the northern lights, that is one of the things I want to see the most when we go to Alaska.